How you price chemicals isn't just an accounting decision, it changes how you interact with customers, how much you earn when prices spike, and whether your best pools subsidize your worst ones. Here's the complete decision framework. Model 1. Chemicals included. One fixed monthly rate covers service and all chemicals. The customer pays the same every month, common in Arizona, California, and Florida. Model 2. Plus chemicals. A base service fee plus the actual cost of chemicals used, common in the Northeast, Southeast, and Texas. Each works when you use it in the right market. Chemicals included has real advantages. Billing is simple. Same invoice every month. Easy to set up autopay. Customers love the predictability. They know exactly what pool maintenance costs. You never have a conversation about why this month's chemical bill is higher. And over time, high-cost months are offset by low-cost months. The math averages out if you've priced correctly. The biggest risk is invisible margin erosion. Many operators using chemicals-included pricing have never calculated what chemicals actually cost per pool. When trichlor prices spiked during the supply chain crunch, operators with flat rates took the full hit. There's also a perverse incentive. When chemicals are your cost, you may unconsciously undertreat pools to protect your margin. Plus Chemicals has equally strong arguments. Complete transparency builds trust. Customers see exactly what went into their pool. Each pool pays for what it actually requires, which is fair. When wholesale prices spike, you're protected. The increase passes through to the customer automatically. And tracking per pool usage gives you diagnostic data. A sudden spike might mean a leak, equipment problem, or other issue worth investigating. The single most important factor is your regional market. In the Northeast, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Plus Chemicals is standard. Service plus retail comparable chemical pricing. In the Southeast, Plus Chemicals dominates at base rates above $250 per month. The Southwest has been historically chemicals included, but Arizona operators are switching due to extreme summer heat. Florida remains largely chemicals included, but it's under pressure. Texas is mixed and transitioning. Climate isn't just background. It determines whether flat rate pricing is even viable. When pool water hits 90 degrees in Phoenix or 98 in summer, chlorine burns off dramatically faster. Florida operators deal with constant rain diluting chemicals and pushing pH up. In these conditions, chemical costs become highly variable and difficult to average into a flat rate. Mild climates with consistent temperatures are much more manageable. Before choosing a model, you need your actual numbers. For 3 months during your busy season, track every chemical purchase: chlorine, acid, algicide, balancers, specialty treatments. Divide total spend by number of pools. Most operators are surprised by what they find. Some pools that seemed routine are actually money losers. This data changes every pricing decision you make going forward. On a typical pool service route, chemical costs break down roughly like this: chlorine at around 45%, acid at 20%, specialty chemicals at 15%, balancing chemicals at 12%, and seasonal treatments making up the rest. Your specific numbers will vary by climate, pool type, and customer base, but tracking the distribution tells you where your biggest cost drivers are. Want to know your true cost per pool? We built a free cost per pool calculator at pooldial.com. Enter your expenses and see exactly where your money goes, whether you're on flat rate or Plus Chemicals. Link in the description. The debate isn't strictly binary. Many successful operators use hybrid models. Tabs and salts separate, include liquid chlorine, acid, and shock in your flat rate, but bill tablets and salt separately. Customers understand these as discrete products. Seasonal fee. Add $30 to $50 per month from May through September without changing your base rate. Tiered flat rates. Price tiers based on pool size and sun exposure, so each tier reflects realistic chemical costs. If you're switching from flat rate to Plus Chemicals, the approach matters as much as the decision. First, track per pool costs for 2 to 3 months before saying anything. You need the data to answer customer questions. Then frame the transition around fairness. Some customers will pay less under the new model, and some genuinely will. Give 60 to 90 days notice to existing customers. Start all new customers on the new model immediately. Customers will push back. When someone says their bill will be unpredictable, offer to show them what pools like theirs typically cost month to month. The data usually shows more consistency than they expect. When someone asks why their summer bill is higher, explain the chemistry. Hot water burns chlorine faster. And when someone says their old service included chemicals, point out that those operators simply bake chemical costs into a higher base rate. Chemicals included wins when your market expects it, your pools are relatively uniform, and you've done the cost math to price profitably. Plus, chemicals wins when your market already uses it, you have high variability in pool types, chemical prices have been volatile, or you want per-pool tracking for diagnostics. Neither is universally better. The mistake is choosing a model without knowing your costs, and without checking what your market actually expects. The operators who thrive long-term aren't the ones who picked the right model. They're the ones who tracked their costs, understood their margins, and chose based on data rather than convention. Know your numbers, understand your market, price for profitability, and communicate clearly. The model is secondary to the execution. If this helped, subscribe for more pool business content. And check out Pool Dial for tools that help you run your service operation more profitably.